Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, peoples. What up? Glad you guys are all here. Good to see your profile pics. Thanks for being here, guys. What a fucking crazy day it has been. What the hell is going on? Oscar Gonzalez. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué onda, güey? ¿Qué onda? What the hell is going on? Eric Schultz, I see you. What happened? I went to bed, and I was in America, regular America, and then I woke up and I was in the Twilight Zone. What happened? What the fuck? Oh man. Let's treat it like one of those frogs in high school and dissect it. But don't forget my web store, mygreengear.com. The link is pinned to the top of the comment section. Check it out. And I have Grand Champ Pros. He's the one who was asking me, where's my membership, man? I got it. I got it all set up. YouTube membership. There's all kinds of cool things that will be available to you and only you. And I will, I guess, start it, upload it tomorrow. I got one more thing because I want to make sure that I have something that's worth the money that I'm charging for you to be a member. So I got one more thing to add. And tomorrow, you will have the opportunity to be a member of my YouTube channel. I need to get one of those members only jackets. Indo Slim. Hope you're being kind to your bitches. Sits up, JG. Popping cherries, brah. That's right, man. You broke the financial hymen. Raquita Johnson, what's up? Get in here. Come on in. Come on in. So, what the hell? What the hell? Well, first of all, let's start with this thumbnail. That is a picture of Wetworks 57. You are. I'm glad, man. That's a picture of a Chinese spy balloon, or what are they calling it? A weather balloon or something? And the title of this live stream is Chinese Wizard of Oz. And I asked that because in the article that we're going to read, it says that China says, hey, we're sorry, it blew off course. So just like the hot air balloon that Dorothy got in with that circus guy, it blew off course. What do you want me to do? It was an accident. Now, off course, what was the course? It's a Chinese balloon. Was it supposed to stay in China? Because if it was supposed to stay in China, it was 6,500 miles off course. That's a lot of off course. Oh, yeah. And they're saying that Luciano, I read that too. It'll be in the article. All the stupid shit that they're saying about this balloon. Basically, it's just an innocent balloon. It went off course. It can direct itself, and it ended up over our number one enemy's country. What a coinky dink. Now, you know what? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save my questions for when we get to the article. It's ridiculous. Chozo Ghost, Jericho Green, your video title is even more hilarious because a politician in Kansas said he saw the balloon over them and said, looks like we're in Kansas now. I mean, it's weird. How does that blow off course? Again, I'm going to save my questions. Oh, shout out to Bobby Walter. Right at the end, I hope you're in here, Bobby, to hear this. Right at the end, I'd already signed off. Don't worry, Oscar. We're going to get some more of that. But I already signed off, so it was too late for me to go back. And I didn't get a chance to read it, but I will read it now. Bobby Walters sent a $20, a Twomsky super chat, and he sent Mohap, all caps MOHAP. Now, I know what Moab means, but I know what Mohap means. Am I not cool enough? Probably not. Probably not cool enough to know what that is, but I am cool enough to say, thank you. I appreciate that. And so, of course, we're going to talk about that stupid ass balloon. It's just like a weather balloon. It's innocent. Yes, I know they're our number one enemy in the world. I know that. And I know it's 6,500 miles off course. Yes, but no big deal. Don't. Why you tripping? America, why you tripping? Also, AOC got her preach on. I'm surprised she didn't have one of those pastor robes on and she didn't catch the Holy Ghost and start dancing. You know what I mean? With her handkerchief. Because God, right? So AOC was preaching to us. I love I love when they get these affectations in their voice. You're gonna see what I mean. When she's like, and don't tell me, don't tell me. Really, you getting awfully MLK with that. We'll break that down too. And man, some of the most ignorant shit I've seen in a long time. And here, people, we see a lot of ignorant shit. So much ignorant shit. But President Bad Apple, did she go ghetto? Well, you be the judge. Holy shit. But here's some ignorant shit. Miami PD, the Miami Police Department. If you've ever seen the show First 48, you know about Miami. They got other shit to worry about. But despite all that, they tackled the real issues. They got out there, rolled their sleeves up, and did the work. Isn't that what Kamala says? You got to find the root cause and do the work. Right? But they bypassed all that stuff. They bypassed all the violence and death in their city, and they cut to the meat of the issue. And I applaud you for that, Miami PD. Marty, First 48, great show. It is. And here's what you're going to learn from First 48. You can't trust anyone because when the police start talking about years in prison, they're going to roll over on you like a well-trained dog. Like a dog that wants you to rub its belly until its pink lipstick comes out. I ain't telling you shit while you're looking at 30 years. Can I get a soda and a cigarette? Helps me prepare my voice because I'm about to sing like a bird. That's what I learned from First 48. You can't trust nobody. But the Miami PD did what they were supposed to, and I thank them. Damn. They went ahead and had a police vehicle wrapped for Black History Month. You got it. Oh, there's video. Miami Police Department had one of their vehicles wrapped, not painted. They have this called wrapping a vehicle, putting decals or whatever on the side. They had it wrapped in Pan-African colors, the red, green, and the yellow. They have a map of Africa, the silhouette of a map of Africa on the vehicle. Not sure why, but they got it. And not to be out-wokeded, Columbus, Ohio said, we got one too. Yes, guys, yes. Sometime the grain silos of content open up and pour their bounty upon this channel. And I thank you. You know those big grain silos that are a bunch of stories high and they're full of grain and wheat? Well, sometimes they have silos that are full of content. And every once in a while, they open their doors and their bounty flows upon Jericho grain. And today it's done that. Do you know how hard we're going to laugh today? Are you ready for that? Hope you skipped your crunches. This is going to be good. And then there's a story that I'm going to cover that is not going to be funny. And it's going to make me mad. And I'm going to say some very mean things. But as you guys know, hold on, let me check. Yep, I'm fresh out of give a shit. Some savage demon in Miami, speaking of, in Miami, did something unspeakable to a much smaller child, a child 5 years younger than them on a school bus. This 14-year-old boy beat the shit out of a 9-year-old girl. Don't worry, guys. We're going to save that for the anger blood portion of this program. And I'm going to tell you what I think of the city of Miami, what I think of the bus driver, what I think of the school, and what I think of that little son of a bitch who did it. But Jericho, he's 14. And Biden is perverted, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. He was going from the White House to Marine 3, his helicopter, his chopper, whatever that is. He was walking to it, and the reporters, hey, Mr. President, please, the balloon, the economy, the balloon. Nothing. He just, why are all these people yelling at me? Who knows? Jill probably put in his hearing aid, and he was listening to like some of that white noise that you fall asleep to, like birds chirping and water running. Who knows? But he completely ignored him and went right past him. A balloon belonging to our number one enemy, not number 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Number 1. Shit going on. I'm out of here. He's gone. Said nothing, which is probably good. It's probably better. Can we agree that it's better when he says nothing? Think so. Army Wife 007, I thank you. Don't worry, Mario Edward. We're going to get all up in that ass like a bike with no seat. But should he have said something? Yes. But is it good when he doesn't talk? Yes. Because when he talks, incoherent babble flows. Oh, man. Wow. So let's start with this. Let's start with a good gun, because I believe that I told Mr. DJ John T from Sweden, that I was going to do a good gun story today. And I got a good one. And you know what? It's really cool because it's a person of color. Am I the only one that thinks people who talk like that should be kicked in the nuts? If you talk like that, you put your feet shoulder width apart, because you need to get kicked in your sack. And women too. I saw this guy, man. There's this American dude. I don't even remember the name of it, but this the American dude, veteran, and he created his own martial art that is focused on taking pain, absorbing pain, taking shots and absorbing the pain and processing it, and not freaking out and not being taken out of the fight because you're hurt. So this guy and this girl, they were up for their black belt. And part of the black belt test, we're not talking just breaking boards, we're talking about breaking balls. Literally breaking balls. Like, hey, not like, hey, why you fucking breaking my balls over here? Not breaking those balls. I'm talking about breaking your testicles into more pieces than you started with. So they have this guy, this young man, he's a college kid at the time, and he was an all-American place kicker for some college. So he kicks hard. The guy put his feet shoulder width apart. The place kicker backed up. I'm talking like kicking like a kickoff, where they take the 3 steps and then, whoo, right? So this dude backs up, takes 3 steps, runs, and kicks this dude square in his balls. His feet are shoulder width apart. His hands are in front of him, not blocking anything. Kick this dude square in his ball sack. And he goes, huh. Took it, a couple seconds, shook it off, bowed to his master. I was like, oh. That dude's balls are gone. There's a mess to clean up. He took it. So then this lady comes up. It's her turn. Same thing. Equality. I love it. He makes her put her feet shoulder width apart. Place kicker, takes his steps, runs up, kicks her right in the fucking clamp. Kicks her in her vagina. She passed out. So apparently you can kick a woman between her legs. I doubt it felt the same as get kicked in your balls, because I don't want to hear it. Ladies, you got childbirth. That's the only thing worse than getting kicked in your balls. I'll never know your pain. You'll never know mine. But a kick in the nuts? Hello. He kicked that lady so hard in her vagina. She passed out. I thought the guy would have passed out. Because, getting kicked in your balls, fellas, and it don't have to be hard, but you imagine a place kicker, and the dude was wearing these tight pants. You could see his quad muscles through his pants. Heesh, right in his balls. I thought the dude would have passed out and threw up and shit himself, and he would have been totally justified. But it was a lady. Guard your clams. All right. USAF. Bull, retired. Thank you for the Twomsky, sir. He said the squad are nothing more than petulant children throwing a tantrum to stir up their base. Nothing but elitist Marxist pogues masquerading as our saviors. Couldn't have put it better myself. And it is very petulant. It's very childish. Yeah, I played the one yesterday with Rashida Tlaib, who is a nose stunt double for KRS-One. She's up there crying. Look, you're at work. No crying at work. Unless you get devastating news, there's no crying at work. And that goes for the male politicians too. I've seen some of them crying in the past. What are you doing? I just saw one yesterday, homeboys crying, talking about what Joe Biden has done. You're crying over that? And not the, yes, we're crying. We're crying because we're sad at what you've done. This guy's crying because he's just so overwhelmed by his accomplishments. Shut up. But we'll get to that, USAF bull. Oh, she was preaching. Wow. I'm surprised she didn't have a choir behind her. Something mass choir behind her. Robert Manley. Hey, Bob Manley, come on now. This man's name is Bob Manley. How many kids you got? 12? Damn. Thank you, Bob, for the Twomsky. Baby needs shoes. You damn right. Let's get that base riled up. I need more power. I need more chances to go to the Met Gala and say, tax the rich, even though I'm one of them. And I want to do more photo shoots in a $5,000 outfit. But I'm for the working guy. I'm for the little guy. The only little guy you're from is your fiance. Space Trucking LLC. Thanks for the Hamilton. Happy Aloha Friday, JG. Let's keep the knob cheese to a minimum today. Hey, don't tell me, man. You tell this comment section. This comment section can go play like that. Don't you tell me that, Space Trucking. You talk to your fellow comment sectioneers. They're the ones who get play at the drop of a damn dime. Let's see. David Stanley says kidney stones are worse than both. Well, I can see how you would say kidney stones are worse than get kicked in the balls because obviously as a man, you know what that's about. But I don't know. The childbirth looks pretty intense. So we'll never know. We'll never know that, and they'll never know this. And I'll say that childbirth is worse pain for women, but for men, kicked in the nuts, that's the pinnacle. Or, as David says, kidney stones. Imagine passing kidney stones and getting kicked in the nuts. Oh my goodness. Ingrid De La Rosa, comunista. How can you say that about our little Che Guevaras? Our little Marxists. They make it sound cool, right? They make Marxism sound good. Let's see. We got a couple more supers up in here. We're gonna take care of them. We're gonna delve into these topics. DJ John T, thanks, man. Greta says hi, Jericho. Do not pass me any messages from that ugly little ungrateful troll. All right. I do not want to hear from. How dare you? Shut the fuck up. Go bury yourself in the Swedish snow. Jay Reason. Don't shoot down the balloon. Talk about the economy. We need to pump the stock market. Well, if we don't handle this balloon, Jay Reason, there might come a point where our stock market doesn't matter because China is going to kick our ass. Stephen Burkett, thank you. Oh, speaking of Jay Reason, shout out to my man Franklin, too. I don't know if he's in here, but if you are, Franklin, if you're here, hold on. Looking something up. Looking something up, people. Spur of the moment. This is live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. This is very live. So let me find something. Something just came to mind. I'm going to look it up. Bear with me. Don't judge me. Don't hate me. Let's see. I like this. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? I saw something today. Dr. Phil is going off the air after 21 years. Que pena. Out of here. What are we going to do without Dr. Phil? It's not about you. But he's about to be out of here. 21 years. Talk about it's not what you know, it's who you know. He knew Oprah and got hooked up. He got hooked up. Hold on, I'm still looking for it. Wait a minute. Why are they? I went under subscriptions. Why are they showing me subscriptions that I don't have? Why do I want to subscribe to Beyonce? Wow. Anyway, hold on. Let me try it one more time. Well, anyway, I was trying to pull the page up so I could show you. But Jay Reason and Franklin, they have a channel on this very YouTube called We Need Clarity. So if you need some clarity and you want to see people tackle today's issues only the way they can, then I suggest you check out and subscribe to We Need Clarity. Maybe someday, maybe if I'm lucky, they'll have me on as a guest. I would be honored. Ing Kvam says A.O.C is smoking hot. She's not ugly. She's cute. But I wouldn't say smoking hot. It's her what is that thing called? Her oh yeah, her mouth. And what comes out of it, that'll make your dick soft. But yeah, she ain't ugly. J954, thank you. Yo, don't talk shit about A.O.C. That's my boo. That's right. J954 has a thing for her, man. Hey, and I hope you do hook up with her. Maybe you can talk some damn sense into her. Maybe you can save her. Yeah, I'm going for it, man. I'm pushing for you guys to hook up. Maybe you can talk some sense into that dang dong. Another J954. Thank you. JG, 90% of my shoppers who still wear masks are people low on the color chart. Why is that? Do you see this trend in your neck of the woods? I don't. There aren't a lot of people. I live in a little conservative pocket. So you don't see a lot of that bullshit. But if we go 30 minutes to Sacramento, oh yeah, you're about to see a whole lot of diapers on people's faces, and it's disgusting. And let me clarify something. when I say lower on the color chart, I don't mean lower as in status or anything like that. Have you ever seen a color chart from a paint strip from a paint store or something? The lighter colors on the top and the darker colors go to the bottom. And if you're lower on the color chart, they expect certain things of you. Not much. They don't expect much, but there are certain things that they do expect from those of us lower on the color chart. But I don't like to give them what they want, because if you give them what they want, you don't get what you need. JP Irvine, thank you. Sup, JG? Is it a racist balloon or balloon full of fentanyl? Maybe human trafficking. Has to be if it's not spying on us. Side note, A.O.C is at best a 7. Yeah, that's without some drink. You throw in a couple beers, she could get to 8. I don't know. Yeah, man. Whatever it is, it's not a danger to us. Look away. Concentrate on other things, okay? It's an innocent little balloon from our number one enemy in the world. That's it. What's the big deal? What's the problem? You tell me one thing you should be concerned with if your enemy flies something over or in your airspace. What's one thing that could be a problem? What's the one thing they could do? No, and not no, but the person's name is no. Anthrax? Wait a minute, no. Hold on, that is completely unfounded. Because to say that they would have something in there like anthrax would imply that there have been times in the past, maybe recent past, that they've unleashed things upon us. Are you saying that? Is that what you guys are saying? I'm talking to you, the whole comment section. Is that what you guys are saying? Are you saying that China has a history of unleashing terrible things upon the world and our country? Like diseases. That's the first thing that came to mind. Diseases. Do they have a history of unleashing viruses, if you will, on us? I don't know. My memory's not that good. But for you guys to think that, that would imply that they have a history of doing this. I don't know. Do they? Fucking idiots. You know, let's get in. Let's get in that ass like a bike with no seat right now, because this is the dumbest shit you've ever heard in your life. Oh, but before that, hold up. Because we will get to A.O.C's sermon. Wow. But as promised, good gun. So good. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go, guys. Father shoots intruder found in daughter's bedroom. Uh-oh. Intruder. Let me speak to all the intruders listening here. The last place you want to be is in a father's daughter's bedroom. Probably, if you listed 10 most dangerous places in the world to be, one of them would have to be a young man or an intruder in a girl's room who has a father in that house. Let's see if I'm right. A suspected intruder was shot. I like how I know they have to say that allegedly suspected, but if you're in my house, you're a fucking intruder. A suspected intruder was shot by an Ontario homeowner on Tuesday, Ontario, California, that is, not up America's Hattie. And it says the father, he says, I had complete tunnel vision. I didn't know I hit him until he fell on the floor. Arthur Corral, the homeowner, said. I've heard that before. I was talking to a buddy of mine. Shout out to DJ. And, you know, when you go shooting, you wear ears, right? Eyes and ears, eye protection, ear protection. But I asked him, you know, like in a real life situation, would that be a problem? And if you're in a situation where you got to shoot somebody, you're not really going to be concerned with that. But do you still hear it? Because if you've been shooting, there's been a time where you forgot to put your ears on and somebody shoots. And if the caliber's big enough and they're close enough, that shit'll make your ears ring. So does that really happen? You know, is that something you have to be concerned with? And he says he's talked to people who have shot in like real life scenarios, and you don't even hear it. You don't even hear that shit. You almost don't even hear the gun go off. Okay, it was unclear why the person who was shot was in the home at the time. Oh, you know what? Fuck all that. I'm going to let Mr. Corral tell you all about it.
Information tonight about an intruder who was shot during an alleged home invasion. It appears the man will survive his wounds. And now there are questions about how he got inside the home in the first place. NBC4's Lolita Lopez, live in Ontario. Lolita, you've been out there all day. This story is one that keeps on changing and changing.
Certainly a layered set of events here, and it all ended at the home you see behind me with that shooting. But it actually began with the suspect seemingly wandering different areas of the city.
I didn't really know if I hit him until he fell on the floor.
Arthur Corral describes the moment he came face to face with a suspected intruder at his home, tipped off by his daughter who heard noises, one of 5 children inside.
We told the officers or the dispatcher that, if he does any signs of aggression, that I will protect myself.
Corral says he grabbed his gun and shot Jose Andres Alfaro.
Wait, what? Jose Andres Alfaro?
Information tonight about an intruder.
Why did it stop? Anyway. Yeah, so he shoots the dude. Damn, I wanted you to hear it because the way the dad says it is funny. But it says, authorities said the suspected intruder was released from jail the day before and was wandering to different areas of the city. We told the dispatcher that if he does any signs of aggression, I will protect myself. So we just heard him say. The homeowner said he shot the man after he broke into his daughter's bedroom. The homeowner's son said he got a glimpse of the intruder, who was described as a man in his 30s, only wearing shorts. It's with a J, DJ John T. In Spanish, Jose. All the sounds are with a J. That's why it's jalapeno, not jalapeno. So picture this. You're in your home, middle of the night. This took place at 12:15 a.m., and there's a man in your daughter's room, or in this case, his sister's room. The son saw him first, and all he's wearing is shorts. What's he in there for? Corral said he fired 3 rounds and did not realize he struck the intruder until he saw the man fall to the floor. Corral said the man was still in his 19-year-old daughter's bedroom when he confronted him. The family said they did not know the intruder, identified by authorities as Jose Andres Alfaro Chavez, who was in stable condition Tuesday afternoon. Is this dude illegal or not? Because normally my experience, having spent extensive time around Mexican folk, if you have a name like that, Andres Alfaro or Jose Andres Alfaro Chavez, that's usually somebody who's straight from Mexico. The Mexican Americans usually don't have names that damn long. My experience. Let's see. Okay. The family said they did not know the intruder. Says we only have one side of the story, said Corporal Fred Alvarez. We have not been able to talk to the suspect. Fuck his side of the story. It doesn't matter the reason you're there. You're there. That's the reason. That's reason enough to get shot. We don't need his side of the story. The family is cooperating with investigators. Victor Contreras, a neighbor who lives nearby, told NBC4 that before the shooting, someone was jiggling the door handles of his home. So he called 911. Contreras said the 32-year-old suspect appeared hungry, was not wearing shoes, and was carrying a Bible. Now listen to this shit. This is why sometimes neighbors are shitty. He says he didn't look violent. He looked like a guy who really needed help because I wasn't startled. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you break into my house with your Cub Scout uniform, with your Boy Scout uniform on, and a box of tools say, "I'm ready to help, sir." I don't give a damn what you're wearing. I don't give a damn if you look menacing or threatening, or if your face is like this. Whoops, I'm sorry. You're getting blasted. Officers said they had already picked the suspect up and dropped Chavez off at a home on Virginia Avenue. Family members said he lives there with his mother. So it sounds like this dude has some mental problems. Sounds like he's nuttier than squirrel shit, and he has a problem wandering around the neighborhood, going into people's homes. That's a real problem. Hopefully, the problem has been solved. Hopefully. Now, there's more to, let's see. Because what the dude says is funny. Hold on, I'm going to find it. It's hella funny. Oh, yeah, he says, I don't know if he's on drugs. My son's here. What happens if he takes over my son, my wife, my kids? And he says, let's see. While searching his home, Corral said he found Chavez lying on the ground near the family's pool table. He believes his right to bear arms is what protected his family. What would have happened if I didn't? Would we have had a big old pillow fight? I'm a hardworking guy. Me and my wife work for what we got here, our kids and our stuff. I just believe that if we don't have the rights to bear arms, how else am I going to defend my family? Great question, sir. It says that the suspect underwent surgery. And Elizabeth Martin, who lives a few blocks away, says she recognized Chavez on the news, saying that it's not the first time Chavez has allegedly attempted to break into homes in the neighborhood. Martin says she warned him if he didn't stop doing that, he was going to get shot. Let's get Elizabeth Martin a crystal ball because she can tell the future. Meanwhile, Corral says he has no regrets about shooting the suspect. I'm willing to take whatever consequences they give me. I feel I was in the right. I'll be damned if somebody says you weren't justified. As long as my kids are still breathing and they're alive, I'm justified to do it. Straight up. He said, what? We supposed to have a damn pillow fight? We supposed to talk it out? I'm supposed to wake up the family. We turn on all the lights and have a family meeting. He's like, I bet that man will do that shit again. He said, I don't give a damn. I'll take the punishment. I don't give a damn. No one's going to tell me I wasn't justified, because really, what else are we supposed to do? Call the police, talk him down, keep his family in the room safely until police arrive? Fuck that. Fuck that. T3283. You have to look violent. Like, that's a judgment of people. Not all serial killers look violent. Yeah, that's how they get close enough to their victims. They don't look crazy. Fuck that dude. He didn't startle me. I bet he got startled by them gunshots. I bet them gunshots startled his ass. Idiot. Anthony DeRosa, my pillow fight. What an idiot. Yeah, James Bateman. This is in California. It's Ontario, California. I think it's down south. Spunbearing 65, thank you. Did Daddy over double tap, or did he print 3 on impulse? Maybe. I don't think he was doing like a double tap and one more, like 2 to the chest, 1 to the head kind of thing. I think that was maybe, some nerves. Because like you said, he had tunnel vision. He didn't even realize that he shot his ass. So he probably didn't even hear the gun. It was just, muscle memory. It was just, oh shit, boom, 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 sad, man. Really sad. And not sad that dude got shot, but it's sad that he was put in that situation. That's going to have an effect on them. That's going to have an effect on his entire family, because their privacy and their sanctuary was violated. That's it. That's all you got, man. Your home, where else are you going to fucking go? Is there a home inside your home you can go to? No, it's just your home. So when your sovereignty, your privacy is violated, that has a lasting effect. Even though everybody's fine, nobody was hurt, the police don't clean up nothing. His family, someone in his family, him, his wife, somebody got to clean up that blood. Somebody's got to patch some damn bullet holes in the house, unless they stayed in Mr. Jose Chavez blah blah blah's body. Maybe that's what he had the surgery for. They were removing bullets from him. I don't know. The smell of gun smoke in the house, the mess that the police probably made, the footprints and all that shit coming in the house, all that shit needs to be cleaned up by the people who live there. So this is going to have a lasting effect on them. That's the sad part. Sad part is those people had their privacy violated like that by some crazy piece of shit. Then lock his ass up. Put him in a padded room. USAF Bull retired. Again, thank you, man, for a Hamilton. Japanese sent balloons with incendiaries to the Gulf Stream during World War II. Actually killed a family in California. Yeah. Yep. They drop incendiary, bombs, like the ones they had in Dresden and Tokyo in World War II. They had these bombs that were basically filled with giant matches. And when they would hit, the bombs would open up and all these matches would fall and they would strike and set shit on fire. And a lot of the buildings in Tokyo were still made of like wood and like the rice paper doors and shit. There were more deaths in the fire bombings than the nuclear bombs. So yes, very, very dangerous. Now, were they going to do something like that? No. But I think he's speaking to the fact that this wasn't just an innocent balloon. We've seen this before, and there can be nefarious shit going on. And I think there is. Like, what the fuck? You're China, fool. What am I supposed to think is up there? Fuck. J954, thank you. Thank you again. He said, JG tripping. A.O.C got fat monkey, cuz. Oh, go ahead, man. You got to get past her Her ginger fiance, though, he looks pretty tough. I don't know if you could beat him. He looks like what's the dude, the ginger singer? I can't remember. Or no, it's Ed Sheeran, right? Yeah, he looks like him. He looks like Ed Sheeran. Endo Slim, again, thank you. It's the new COVID variants on delivery. You know, they figure they'd cut out the middleman, you know, the Chinese citizens that may come here and spread it. I'll just take it right to you, man. Just take it right to the source. Here you go. Here you go, America. Because what they tell us, they said there's going to be another one. Biden's perverted said there's going to be another pandemic. That's what Bill Gates keeps telling us. Nitro burps, a sweet and sour bubble. Who knows, man? It could have been spraying some shit. It could have been taking pictures. It was flying over military bases. What do we keep at military bases? Probably some pretty important shit. Viv's Groove. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks, Viv. Short for Viviana, Vivski. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing no super dupers. I see you, Roomfei. I see you. Just going back up top. Because when I'm reading shit, you know, I can't see what's going on. Can't see what's going on over here. Yeah, Mousy Gates is creepy as fuck, man. Well, he says freak, but creepy as freak. I said fuck, sorry. Yeah, man, he's a weirdo. I say we put him on the list with China. Don't let him buy no more land. That's so dumb that you would allow our enemy to buy farmland here. Because that can't end badly, right? No way. That would end badly. Idiot. Joe Biden's last brain cell. Thanks for being here, man. I know you're lonely. Probably came here to get some company. Thank you. Hey Jericho, I need Joe Biden to wish me a happy 23rd B-Day. Really? What's the least I could do? You're my last brain cell. You're giving me the power to talk, and you're making my body move, as awkward and slowly as that may be. But I will, you know what? Since you're my brain cell, my wife has a tradition, and when it's someone's birthday, you sing happy birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Where am I? To you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to. Kids are getting out of school. 300 yards west. Bye. Happy birthday, last brain cell. 23. I remember 23. Long time ago, but I still remember. Have fun tonight. Try not to do anything too crazy. Just make sure you're here tomorrow. That's all I ask. J954, thank you again. The next pandemic will be an EMP. All communications and electrical circuitry will be useless. No clean water, no cars, no food. I'm ready. Are you? I am ready. Mousy, who are you singing to, Joe? No, I was singing to Joe's last brain cell. We gotta baby that thing. We gotta coddle it. Keep that alive as long as we can. Shit. Yeah, EMP. Boom. And you know what? Just like this balloon, they probably won't do anything about it. You got to know. I'm assuming that every square inch of our sky is being monitored. There's radars and shit. Certainly something as big as that, which I read that it's the size of 2 city buses. So kind of big. I think we have radar that can pick up birds and shit. So I'm sure it can pick up something the size of 2 city buses. And as soon as we're done with these super chats that I'm so thankful for, we're going to read about it. Alien Testosterone, thank you. In your CCP voice, call Biden and tell him not to worry about the balloon. Oh, Alien Testosterone, don't worry. That is one thing you will not have to worry about today. Okay. I don't know what your day is looking like. I don't know how it's going so far. I hope it's good. But one thing you won't have to worry about is me doing the communist Chinese voice, commanding Biden and telling him what to do. That's gonna happen today. Okay. That's gonna happen. Let me get this last one. Did I get it already? I'm tripping. I probably already got it. I didn't see. Look at that. The amazing Wong. Thank you. JG, I can get you a ride along in the Miami PD Black History Month cruiser. Let me know. Really? Hey, amazing Wong. I don't know if you're bullshitting or not, but if you are not bullshitting, my email is jerichogreen2018@gmail.com. And I'm going to leave it at that. Could you imagine? J954 again. Thank you. We have Star Wars orbital. Here we go. Orbital defense system. Gavin Newsom will be our next prez. He will make sure it's offline before the EMP attack. Of course, there's got to be, to pull off shit like this, there's got to be somebody on the inside. There's gotta be somebody on the inside. You can't pull it off without someone on the inside. Someone screwing over their own country, their own countrymen. Brian, if the radar on the boats out here can pick up a fucking seagull flying from over a couple miles away, they can see that thing. Thank you. And now we're gonna start. Oh shit. Sorry. The amazing Wong. He says, I'm dead serious. Dude, email me. I'm serious too. I'm serious as a damn heart attack. Yeah, man. Email me. Let's get this ball rolling. Please. Because, boy, you talk about a video. Okay, this says, Republicans blast Biden, saying suspected Chinese spy balloon proves U.S. isn't deterring Xi. And that's the president of China. Washington. So you better take it seriously. It's from Washington. Top Republicans in Congress are demanding answers from the Biden administration over the suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that has been hovering over the northern U.S. For the past few days. What? And again, I don't care what it is. It's from China. They're our enemy. It's in our airspace. Kill it. 4 steps. They lashed out directly at President Joe Biden, arguing that the incident demonstrates that the U.S. posture and policies are not deterring China. Duh. Many prominent Republicans also said the U.S. should have shot down the balloon. Oh, no shit. Wow. McCarthy says, the new Speaker of the House, China's brazen disregard for U.S. sovereignty is a destabilizing action that must be addressed, and President Biden cannot be silent. So far, he has. Now, if you ask him to talk about where the cop should be shooting in the leg and dumb shit like that, he'll talk. But stuff about this, our national security, real national security, quiet as a dead church mouse. The high-altitude balloon was spotted over Billings, Montana on Wednesday after having flown over the Aleutian Islands and through Canada, eh? Oh, see? Aleutian Islands. Island. What does that word mean? Island means a landmass surrounded on all sides by water. And on the way from China, there's a whole lot of water. And you know what's in that water? Nothing. So that would have been a good place to shoot that bitch down, right? Because they're saying they don't want to do it now because they're concerned about debris. It could fall and hurt somebody. Well, then shoot it over the water where it falls and hurts no one. And it came through Canada. Good looking out, Trudeau, fucking America's hat. What were you doing? Instead of briefing us on a possible threat from our enemy, what were you doing? Standing in the mirror, putting black paint on your face? Doing your best Gene Wilder impression? Fucking clown. Pentagon Press Secretary Pat Ryder said Friday that the balloon was flying at an altitude of 60,000 feet above civilian and military aviation. and moving eastward across the continental United States. He declined to reveal its exact location. You son of a bitch. Trump posted on his platform, Truth Social, all caps, shoot down the balloon. Senator Tom Cotton, Republican Arkansas, one of the most vocal critics of the Congress vocal critics in Congress of the Chinese government and U.S. policy toward China, also called on the U.S. government to bring down the balloon. President Biden should stop coddling and appeasing the Chinese communists. Bring the balloon down now and exploit its tech package, because that's what they would do if they brought our shit down. That's what they did with that American ship or American plane that crashed in China, and they had it for like 3 months. What do you think they did? Which could be an intelligence bonanza, said Cotton. And President Biden and the Secretary Austin need to answer if this balloon was detected over Alaskan airspace. If so, why didn't we bring it down there? Because there's nothing in Alaska, basically. If not, why not? As usual, the Chinese communist provocations have been met with weakness and hand-wringing. Because that's what our enemies understand. Tough words that come out of a mouth that sounds like this. Senator Mark Rubio, Republican Florida, ranking member on the Senate Intelligence Committee, tweeted, "It was a mistake not to shoot down that Chinese spy balloon when it was over a sparsely populated area. This is not some hot air balloon. It has a large payload of sensors, roughly the size of 2 city buses, and the ability to maneuver independently." So if it has the ability to maneuver independently, then what are the chances of it going off course? Because I'm sure something that big that has that kind of range is pretty expensive, and you're probably not going to put it up in the air if it has a chance of going off course. Because then you lose it, and it was worth a bunch of money. But don't worry, guys. Here's the part that's going to ease your American mind. China on Friday said the balloon was, quote, a civilian airship used for weather research that had been blown off course. Guys, nothing to see here. It's Dorothy. It's Toto. It's the Tin Man. It's Annie M. Annie M. That's all it is. It's one of our favorite stories. It's the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy and Toto and the dude with the carnival, they were hanging out. They hopped in the Chinese weather balloon and it just blew off course, guys. Why are you tripping? It just blew 6,500 miles off. Is that off course? Is that just fuck the course? Off course is a little bit. 6,500 miles? What course? In a statement on its website, Beijing's foreign ministry, who we can trust implicitly, right? The Chinese side regrets, authenticity, right? The Chinese side regrets the unintended entry of the airship into U.S. airspace due to force majeure. Strong winds and a lack of steering ability have caused the object to deviate far from its planned course. Strong, man, the winds are strong as shit. How long were those winds blowing? Long enough to go 6,500 miles? Man, the winds are crazy. Keep those winds out of here. Xi is blatantly spying on America because he does not fear or respect Joe Biden. File that statement under no shit. Communist China is our enemy, and Biden needs to wake up and start acting like it. That was from Rick Scott, Republican from Florida. But when you've been in bed with an entity, let's say in this case, China, you're not going to do anything because this is part of the deal. You come over here, whatever, secrets, money, blah, blah, blah. And when we want to get information, steal it, fly over your country, or whatever we're going to do, let it happen. Because it's part of the deal. It's part of the deal. Tammy A, cream of some young guy. I hope it's not full of that. If so, please don't pop over California. Actually, most of California probably be like, pop it. Fucking gross. I wonder what that phone call was like. You guys know. Yeah, exactly. Sharp 35. 6,500 miles is a dedicated route. That's not off course. We're not talking 10 miles, 20 miles. I'll give you 100. 100 miles off course. 6,500, that's a new course. That's no longer the old course. This is part of the plan. But I'm, here, it's often, Doug Kennedy, what do you mean by that buffalo emoji and then the poop emoji? What does that mean? Unfortunately, in our society, an active imagination is often attributed to a child, and it's a bad thing. Kids, they have imaginations. Adults, no. You're too serious. We're done with the frosted side of the mini wheats. We're on to the wheat side. No more fun. But here, I like to have a little bit of fun. And I'm going to use my imagination. Oh, Doug Kennedy, it means bullshit. I agree. We're going to use our imagination. We're going to imagine what that phone call sounded like between President Xi and Biden's pervertus, aka Sloppy Joe, aka our grandpa in chief. Let me get in character. Communist leader wanting to take over the world, destroy America. Communist leader, take over the world, destroy America. Here we go. And this is the red phone in Biden's office. LeBronica James also has the same red phone in his office, in his home, because China has their hand firmly up his ass too. But this is Biden, red phone, Oval Office, China, Biden. Let's go. Uh-oh. Hi, China. Joseph, what are you doing? I'm just here waiting on Jill to bring me my butterscotch pudding. What are you doing, China? What can I do you for? Joe, shut up. You're not funny. Here's the deal, Pickle. In a couple weeks, we have big balloons size of 2 city buses. We're going to fly it over your country. Well, China, no disrespect, but how am I supposed to hide that from the American people? That's not my problem, Joseph. You don't understand relationship. China tell you and you do. Got it, Joe? I got it, China. I'm sorry. Okay, 2 weeks. Big balloon over your country. Not concerned with what you tell them. Lie. You're good at it. Oh, okay, China. I'll do it. Yes, China. But China, I was wondering. Bye, fucker. Hang up. How rude is that? He wouldn't even let Sloppy Joe finish his point. China, you're a dick. Probably something like that. Was it that cut and dry? I don't know. Was it a phone call, emails? It doesn't matter. He knows the deal. He knows his role. How else do you allow your enemy to fly a fucking balloon over your country? Some people are saying Trump would have shot it down. I say Trump wouldn't have let that shit happen. It wouldn't have happened. You know why? Because China fears Trump. Because Trump has bite to bark. Trump's not going to get up and no. He's going to grab your financial nuts. He's going to grab your financial Chinese nuts and squeeze them until you bend to our will. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, Donald, ow. Listen, China. But Biden? You guys ever face palm a kid when it's in your face? I do that to my son all the time. I'll be walking behind him in the hall and I'll just grab his face and move him to the side. That's what China does to us all the time. Just that's what, man. They don't even finish their sentence. Man, get your old ass out the way. Remember when Trump was in Europe or some shit in one of those bullshit G Summit world orgies they have? And he walked up, he was like, man, get the fuck out of me. You know who I am? I'm DJT. Better get your ass out of my way. I'm up front, bitch. Not with Biden. What was he doing? Biden was standing off to the side by himself, looking off into the distance. Fucking chump. This is why it's important for the world to fear you. Healthy fear. Fear. Green chicken man. Boy, I bet you got all kinds of damn money if you got chickens. Them eggs are worth a lot. Your best. I needed the laugh. Hey, man, I'm glad I could help. Glad I could help. Henry S., you sound like Cho of Hangover. Oh, yeah, what's that dude's name? He's like a doctor in real life. Or he was, or something like that. J954, everyone in the comments, build a Faraday shield. What is that? Faraday shield.
According to Wikipedia, a Faraday cage or Faraday shield is an enclosure used to block electromagnetic fields.
Oh, like phones and shit. Like the bags they put phones in. If you go to like concerts or certain events or something, they take your phone and they put in those bags. Yeah, remember, guys, the only way we're going to go down is an inside job. Jericho, they wouldn't sell us out. They're our elected officials. They care for us. Brendan Gerzalak, thank you, man. He says, JG, the balloon is the size of 3 buses, perhaps 3 yellow electric school buses. Oh, this is a great time to talk about buses, guys. Yay! That woman is disgusting. Leonard S., thank you. The Chinese know exactly how much money they have sunk into the Brandon gang, and they have video. That's why. How else does this happen? You don't sneak up on America. You damn sure don't sneak up on us with something the size of 2 city buses. That's not sneaking up when you're that big. We saw that bitch when it left China, and it started to go off course by 6,500 miles. 6,500 miles, you're off course. So, fellas, next time you are headed home, just go off course. And when your wife says, "Where are you?" "Babe, I'm in China." "Well, what are you doing all the way in China?" "I just went off course." That'll work, right? Your wife will buy that. "Oh, off course? You're in China, 6,500 miles away?" "No problem. See you when you get home, babe. See you when you get here. Love you." Come on. Right? Because that'll work. Because they would believe that. Raquita Johnson, you kind of sound like Cookie Monster when you imitate Kamala. I haven't heard Cookie Monster in a while. Yum, 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 yum. That's what I remember, Cookie Monster. Let's see. Yum, 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 yum. I haven't heard Cookie Monster in days. Let's get those thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Like, liggity, like. Cookie Monster. Let's see. Stupid ads. Cookie Monster. Snack time! You're right. Yum, 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 yum. Ga, 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 ga. You're right. Vice President Cookie Monster. Fucking dummy. Would we be better off if we had Cookie Monster as vice president? Yes. Wouldn't you feel a certain level of excitement and assurance if we had Cookie Monster as a vice president? Put Cookie Monster on the border. Those people are running fear. Or since we don't have the Cookie Monster, put Kamala down there. How scared would you be? Just think. You're an illegal immigrant on your way up here. You're hunkering down for the night. You're hunkering down and you hear, in the distance. Fuck a wolf howl. Fuck a coyote. That's what you hear? I don't want to go up there. No quiero. No quiero. We will not make it. If we get too close, we will be eaten by the Kamala. I'm not scared of the chupacabra. I am scared of Kamala. You hear that in the distance? You ain't crossing that fucking border. You know you ain't. Turn off all the lights in your house and then put on Kamala's cackle on your phone. Tell me you won't get scared. Tell me you won't have your blankets around your head like that, like you did when you were a kid. If I hear that off in the distance, we're going home. You're camping, middle of the night. Pack it up. Tent, food, we're out of here. That thing will come into our campsite and kill us all. Fuck that. That's what we need, Kamala. Go to the border, stand on a fucking hilltop, on a mountain, and just go gaga into the night. Scare the shit out of them damn illegals. No, we are going back. We're going back to the house. It's a Thor scary. You damn right. You ain't gonna cross that, Kamala. Nicole Thompson, thank you for the 8 pounds and 99 pence. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All the way from the UK. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Kamala would be a cryptid legend on the border. Oh, man, you kidding me? Tumbleweeds. Ain't gonna be nothing but rattlesnakes and tumbleweeds on that border. Tumbleweeds, coyotes, and rattlesnakes. That's it. Because ain't nobody coming up here after that shit. And these are parents down in Mexico and Venezuela. And then the first full moon of the year, they take a little child and they sacrifice it to the Kamala. I'm scared, Daddy. I am scared too. That's why we stay inside the house on the first full moon of the year, so we don't get eaten by the Kamala. Some scary shit, dog. That's some scary shit. The Chupa Kamala. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you were eating. Sorry if you were about to eat. Ingrid De La Rosa. No puedo, Dios mío. Right? Henry S. Que mala. Que Kamala. Get inside. Here comes the Kamala. She's a coming. Disgusting. Why is she so gross? J954, thank you again. JG's top impersonations, in my opinion, are Arnold. Thank you. Racist. What, man? Not my daughter. And Barry. Thank you very much. J954, I wish I could stay in chat, but I heard Mike just call me and I better get home or she will be not very nice to my anus. Real quick, JG, True Lies or Total Recall? Love you, JG. Happy Black History Month. Yeah, thanks. My favorite month of the year. True Lie. I go True Lies. Both ridiculous, but Total Recall has. Remember when he had that nightmare and his helmet broke on Mars and he couldn't breathe? But then True Lies has Dana, give me a hand. So it's a toss up, but I guess True Lies with the slight edge. Oh, and you guys got to go to my my YouTube page. I posted yesterday. So of course, on Double Impact that we do every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, breaking down action movies from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Last week, every once in a while, we like to do a real turd, and it was The Marine starring John Cena. Sorry if you guys watched that because of the show. I'm sorry you had to view that. But I'll tell you this, tomorrow I'm going to be on the Classic Metal Show. Shout out to Chris and Neely. But we're reviewing a movie called You People. I mentioned it a little while back. It's with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy. I got 30 minutes left in this movie, and I don't want to. It is a movie, and I only call it a movie because cameras were involved and there were actors. But it is a movie that is jam-packed, stuffed, injected, overloaded with leftist garbage, woke, everything is racist bullshit. And I mean, every scene, at every turn, it's hard to watch. But because I was invited on their show and I respect their platform, therefore I will be prepared. I'm going to watch the movie. But holy shit, it's really bad. You got Eddie Murphy in there, Dion Cole, all these actors, all these comedians, and none of it's funny. And actually, I take that back. Some of it is funny, but the only parts that are funny are the ones that don't have to do with fucking race. Oh my goodness. And the girl, so Eddie Murphy's daughter is marrying Jonah Hill, black family, white family, right? And Jonah Hill is the perpetual, oh, I'm so ashamed for being white. I'm so sorry for being white. No, you're right. I see your point. I'm so sorry for being white. And then the girl, she's, what do you mean by that? What do you mean this? What do you mean? Well, you don't know. Our people, shut the fuck up. But they invited me and I respect their platform and I'm going to finish it. Fuck. It is. Like, you guys have dogs. Anybody who has a dog, you let them outside and they take a shit and you got to clean it up. Like, let's say you're on a walk, you clean it up and it's cold outside and it's steaming. That's what this movie was, just a steaming pile of defecation fresh from a dog's anus. Exactly, alien testosterone. What you mean, you people? That's what this movie is. This movie in a sentence, and it's in the title. But what do you mean, you people? Oh, it's so fucking terrible. Yeah, Tammy, you people, it's on Netflix. Oh my goodness. Concuss has passed out 5 minutes in. Bruh. I wish I could leave it at 5 minutes. I wish I could. I gotta finish it. Fucking horrible. Eddie Murphy, you son of a bitch. You gave me 2 shitty movies, and you're Eddie Murphy. And one of the shitty movies was a sequel to one of your movies. Golly. Jay Reason, cringe fest. It's a cringe festival, which is this place where all this cringe stuff is going on. And then a cringe bus full of cringe crashes into the cringe festival. That erupts a gas line that explodes in cringe flames in the cringe festival from the cringe bus. And then a cringe building falls over on the cringe festival and the cringe explosion. And then a cringe nuclear bomb is dropped on it all. And that is this movie. Golly. Like my freshman football coach would say, Mr. Southward, Geezo Bezo. Or like my RDC in boot camp would say, MM1 Conco, this is freaking horse crap. J954, last super for me, JG. Yeah, that's what you say now. You'll be back. I got to ask you, do you go over your children's homework to ensure that they aren't being indoctrinated? Happy Friday, my dude. I do. We go over my daughter's homework. We're constantly asking her, what's your homework today? What'd you talk about in school? She usually does her homework at the dining room table. She has a report now that she's doing on the state of Georgia. Side note, state of Georgia is fucking boring. But yeah, I've just talked to her principal the other day. When I see him, when I go pick the kids up, I talk to him, and it's not that, hey, what are you teaching him? What's going on here? It's showing him my presence. It's showing him that I care. It's showing him that I'm not down for the bullshit. She has people at home who care about her and what she's being taught. Swamp Fox 1732, Jonah Hill is Jewish. Oh yeah, don't you worry. There's no shortage of awkward moments with his Jewish family in that movie. Holy shit. It's terrible. But yeah, we really do try to stay on top of what's going on. The last school she was at, some shit going on. There was some bullshit going on there. So I sat through like 2 or 3 school board meetings. You talk about boring. Oh my goodness. My kids better not ever tell me, Dad, you don't love me. Girl, I sat through 3 school board meetings. I love you. Because that was boring as shit. Ellie Efforts, thank you. Kamala Cabra. That's right. Watch out, it's Kamala Cabra. Fucking A, man. Okay, we got some more supers. We'll get through them. JB, thank you for the Hamilton. They know better than to fly that motherfucker over Texas. That thing will definitely get shot. That thing would definitely, or over Chicago. Either way, it would get shot. Arun Faye, thank you for the Hamilton, the Mexican Godzilla. Kamala. I wish I could do that sound that Godzilla, that fucking sound that it makes. Run is a Kamala. Scary Kamala. You better run. Mouse C, thank you for the 15. I got to come up with something for 15. This is what I can afford, but the laughs you supply are priceless. Man, don't worry about that. Don't ever, anybody, don't ever, ever worry about how much you send me. That doesn't, I'm never, only 15, only 10, only, never. I've had someone super chat me a penny. So, hey, it's only up from there. So, hey, man, I don't give a damn how much it is. You sent it, I'm appreciative. Abraham's 2000, JG make me piss on myself. Too damn funny. Well, I don't think you can blame that all on me. You might have some bladder issues. I appreciate you saying that I'm funny. Thank you. But I don't think I'm solely responsible for you urinating on yourself. Okay? But thanks. Endo Slam, thank you again. It won't get shot over Chicago. It's not black. True. It's not a black child. If that balloon was a black child flying over Chicago, it would be full of holes. And Mayor Googly Eyes would be somewhere at a festival dancing like a jackass. Or inside of a studio doing a cover of Sweet Home Chicago. I wish I was making those things up, but I can't. Ivan Adams. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, we got to move on. We got to move on. So hopefully China hasn't gained too much pertinent information about us, too much critical info. They were flying over some long-range missile defense bases. So that's cool. So at least they know where those are for when they come back. Fucking turds. What, can we just, they can get anybody out of this comment section to do a better job of guarding our country. Can we agree on that? Because obviously, this fucking thing came 6,500 miles and they didn't know until it got over America. Or so they say. Jay Reason, thank you again. The balloon came over risking its life for inclusion and diversity. You know what? I didn't think about it that way. I need to stop thinking about things with such a one-track mind. It was probably coming for a better life to come here. In that case, when the balloon lands, it's going to get cell phone, school, medical, housing, everything. Boy, Go ahead and touch down, balloon. You're about to get hooked up. We will shit all over our citizens to help a foreigner, no matter where or what. You ain't even got to be human. You ain't even got to be human. Just be from another country and we will contort ourselves to please you. Creole lady, thank you for the Hamilton. I blame it on you and childbirth. I'll take that. Nicole Thomas, I thank you again, my lady. Nicole Thomas, £4 and 49 pence. JG, apologies if you are always asked this, but would you ever have live calls on your show? I loved Megan McGlover's Petty Tuesday. Shout out to Megan. You talk about funny, you talk about intelligent, you talk about well-versed in the ways of the world. That is Megan McGlover. I will. I'm not against it. To be honest, I never put too much thought into doing that. I guess I could. I guess it's only a matter of getting a phone number and somehow, hooking it up here. But I'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. And I know that, like the comment section, I think it would be mostly positive, but you would have people, haters coming through. And I think that would bring out more haters because I'm assuming since they have the balls to be here, they have the balls to talk to me. So I figured I would get more haters than usual, being that I'm taking phone calls, which is fine. I love it. Because the thing with haters is they're not disagreeing with your points. They're not pointing out a different angle to the issue. They're not trying to debate and maybe give information. They're just here to insult. And they're usually not very smart. And if they just want to insult, bruh, I can insult with the best of them. I will dig deep into my chest of hurtfulness and I will unleash it upon them. I don't care. Because if you're going to come here just to be an asshole, great. That's what I do. Let's do it. But I think most people would be cool. Most people, even people who don't agree, would want to engage and debate and hopefully walk away knowing something they didn't know before. And I'm not against talking to people who don't agree with me. That's how I learn. I'm not afraid of that. Go ahead. I ain't afraid of no knowledge. But people, the haters that just want to come through and talk shit, I'll take a fat dump on them. A fat one. The real prime one on 102.3, The Meat. Well, we got big things going on. I don't know how I got sidetracked from that. Okay, so on my YouTube channel, of course, I work with very talented dudes, artists, on Double Impact every Wednesday. But we started kicking around this idea of doing some kind of animation. And because these guys are so fucking good at what they do, in like 10 minutes, Shant had the framework of some animation up. And it's a character. I won't get into the names, but he created like an Arnold character. And I put it on there on my page. But I don't think his name is on there because I think we came up with the name later. But if you look on my page under my posts, I don't know if it's under community. Let's see. It's under community. Yeah, it's under community. Yes. We did put the name. His name's Sebastian Sampson. It's fucking hilarious. You got to check it out. It is real quick. It's like 10 seconds, but it's just a quick little soundbite. This is the framework. And we have other characters that we're coming up with and we're developing. And it's going to turn into something. I don't know. But we just want to do something. We have to, as I've said before, and as we talk about on the show, and as you know, politics is downstream from pop culture. The destruction of this country and all this woke shit comes from pop culture. Oscar Gonzalez. Not that kind of double impact, but I'm not mad at it. So that's how we got where we are. So in order to fix it, we have to go back upstream with pop culture and fix that too. Politics will follow, but we're going to be doing some big shit. We're going to be doing some big shit. It's going to be funny. And, we say all the right things, but we're going to start doing all the right things. So we're going to put some content out there. And boy, oh boy, is that shit going to be funny. LDS, German Shepherd Boy, thank you very much. Hey, JG, do you think the PRC will get far if they attack us now? I don't think so. Hold on a second. Let me get out of this. 1 second. So I'm trying to set it up. I don't think so. I think if anybody attacks us now, they're fucked. Sister Shirley, Jericho, are you going to do shorts on YouTube? Yes, I am. I did one last night. I'm going to start doing more of them. But no, if anybody attacks us right now, I mean, they're fucked. Has the woke garbage permeated our entire military? I sure hope not. I sure hope not. I sure hope we still got enough military might to fend off anybody who might want to trip. But no, I think if anybody fucks with us now, it's a wrap. Because we're not in any wars right now. We're funding one, but we're not in one. So I think we can handle it. Okay. So what's next? Oh, let's get to the sermon. You guys ready to go to church? Mm-hmm. You guys ready to go to church and listen to Pastor Cortez? Pastor Loco Cortez, you motherfuckers. Her womb is so polluted. Check out how my fucking baby, man. Oh, see? J954, I told you. That wasn't your list. Shit, I told you. Thank you again, though. Yeah, it's me again. Who starts week 1 of the Niners next season? JG, I say Trey Lance. Porn star Jimmy going to get dealt. Now I'm done. Damn, JG, later. Yeah, right. I'll be right here when you come back. Don't worry. Week 1, probably Trey Lance, only because he's had the longest time to heal up. I don't think Brock Purdy will be ready quite then, but I think Trey Lance will start. That's cool. And it's not 100% they're going to deal Jimmy. I mean, look at what happened this year. If we didn't have him, we would have been fugged weeks ago. So I'm going to say Trey Lance starts, but does he finish? I don't know, because his bones apparently are the same density as a hummingbird's. So we'll see. Raquita Johnson. Get your Mahalia Jackson fans ready. That's right. In the back of the church. Hot. Preach. Because that's what she was doing, guys. And it is so damn funny. It is ridiculous. Like, who is looking at this thinking, that's right? But of course, you got some idiots. You got some dum-dums sitting behind her that start clapping. Go ahead, idiot. I imagine that's what they were thinking. But here we go. This little motherfucker. She is so funny. I mean, she should have been around in like the 70s and the 60s when all this protest shit was going on. She would have fit right in. But now, what are you talking about? But here you go. Sermon. Everybody get your nice clothes on. Get your dress clothes on, your dress shoes, your hair and everything. Ladies, get your big old hats. Fellas, suits. Get that offering ready. Because we're going to church. We're not going to church. We're going to church. Here we go. Get it, Reverend Cortez.
There is nothing consistent with the Republican Party's continued attack except for the racism and incitement of violence against women of color in this body.
It's not tit for tat.
Oh.
We're not.
Hold on, this ain't the right one. Shut up, fool. I don't want to talk to you. It had her picture of her on there, not fucking McCarthy. Let's see if this is the right one. Hold on. Ugh, I'm listening to her talk. Okay. Damn it, where the shit pisses me off. I had the shit queued up, had it ready to go. The fuck happened? It's only a minute long. Okay, I think this is it. She's so fucking stupid. Like, where is that big old, like, what do you call it? Okay, this is the one. Okay, hold on. Okay. Ugh. But like, where's that big old, what do you call it? Like a shepherd's hook? There's like a 6-7 foot hook, and somebody could just come in right around her waist and just pull her out of there. Shut your mouth or turn her mic off. Either one. Okay. Here we go, guys.
One of the disgusting legacies after 9/11 has been the targeting and racism against Muslim Americans throughout the United States of America. And this is an extension of that legacy. Consistency, there is nothing consistent.
She's hopping up and down. Get it.
For the racism and incitement of violence against women of color in this body. I had a member of the Republican caucus threaten my life, and you all and the Republican caucus.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just giving you a break so you don't throw up on yourself or shit your pants. I'm just taking an intermission because too much AOC. It's in the Journal of Medicine 2022. Too much AOC will make you have violent diarrhea, like lay in the bathtub diarrhea. Okay, here we go.
Just rewarded him with one of the most prestigious committee assignments in this Congress. Don't tell me this is about consistency.
Here it is. Oh, you ready? We about to go to church. Pastor A.O.C., what you got to say, girl?
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some
Jewish space lasers. That's the most anti-Semitic thing I've ever heard.
of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me because I didn't get a single apology.
I didn't get a single apology when they threatened my life right here on the floors of Congress, Lord. And every time they say something to me, Lord, they don't do nothing about it. But this time they want to take Ilhan Omar off of the committee, God.
Thank you. One of the disgusting legacies after 9/11 has been the targeting and racism.
Did you guys see that shit? She was jumping up and down and slamming shit. and every time, God. One more time, A.O.C. I haven't shit my pants yet.
Against Muslim Americans throughout the United States of America. And this is an extension of that legacy. Consistency, there is nothing consistent with the Republican Party's continued attack except for the racism and incitement of violence against women of color in this body. I had a member of the Republican caucus threaten my life, and you all and the Republican caucus rewarded him.
You rewarded this man for threatening my life, God. And then you did nothing, Lord. And you put him on the highest council that's available, God.
One of the most prestigious committee assignments in this Congress. Don't tell me this is about consistency. Don't
tell me that this is about consistency, God. Don't tell me it's about this or that. You are trying to get my sister, my fellow whore of the apocalypse, off of the committee, God.
Tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus.
Now, do you think she's turning it up a little bit because it's Black History Month? I'll leave that to you.
Who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments.
I've talked about Jewish space lasers
in this body. This is about targeting women of color.
Women of
in
color.
The United States of America. Don't tell me because I didn't get a single apology.
I didn't get a single apology from the body of Congress.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Boom! Hit that shit.
Legacies after.
Chelsea hit the podium at the end. Yes. You slap that. You slap that shit. Drive that point home, girl. Oh, what the fuck was that? This is the removal of women of color. This is an attack. Because you know it's all about attacking women of color. But they got your stupid ass up there. You're a woman of color, aren't you? Wow. What was that? Can someone explain that? Like Bruce Lee said, what was that? Adam Smith, JG, I should have got my hanky while I was up here preaching to the Congress. Shout out to Reverend Franklin, R.I.P. He was my pastor growing up. And that's who I learned that from. That's how he would preach. And when he got that handkerchief out, strap in, because he was about to get into that sermon. And sometimes it felt like he was talking to you. Am I the only one? Like, oh, fuck, you know what I was doing last night. Brian King B. Falcon called her A.O.C. before. Because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. That's right. She's blacker than you, black folks. All you got to do is start bouncing and talking like this. You black as shit. You hear them fools behind her clapping? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, A.O.C. That's right, DMW 24/7 TV. It's showtime when the hanky comes out. They get the dabbing. Shit. I mean, hey, he would get you pumped, though. Hey, Reverend Franklin would get you pumped. You ready to go out and do something after he's done preaching. Like I mentioned before, though, that benediction, though, boy, that would get you. The final prayer, that shit was 20, 30 minutes long. Arunfe, see, horses shouldn't talk, but they do. They do. It's like Mr. Ed. You know how they get him to move his mouth like that? They would put peanut butter on the roof of his mouth to make the horse, look like he was talking. Charles Barker, AOC for president of China? Yes. How cool would that be if China took her off our hands? We might forgive you, China. We might forgive you for everything if you took AOC off our hands. Let's negotiate that first. If we can make that happen, China might be forgiven. Because what a turd that would be off of our hands. Ugh. Sunny Singh, thank you. AOC and y'all had me start my Friday crying. What a way to start your Friday, man. What a way. And thank her, not me. Thank AOC, not me. That was her dropping that sermon. I was just trying to get in on it a little bit. I was all Reverend Cortez. Reverend Cortez from the Satan's Hall of DC. High Priestess Cortez from Satan's Anus, Washington, D.C. Yeah, Rob. What is that from The Mask? You love me. You really love me. And I never, she was bouncing up and down and shit. She was getting into it. She's trying to remember the YouTube video she watched first. Black Church Search. Tariq, Cookie Monster 2024. Let's do it. Let's do it. I would feel so much better with Cookie Monster in charge. At least we get cookies. We ain't getting shit for this. At least if Cookie Monster was there, we have a bunch of cookies to eat. Golly, we're only getting screwed out of this. My goodness. Guys, can we wrap this up? Can we? And I'm not going to be able to get into the story about that fucking savage in Miami. I might cover it tomorrow. That's just fucking disgusting. But, oh yeah, you guys are going to see this. You think I'm going to have these images all to myself? No. Barney told us that caring is sharing. Okay? I don't go against Barney. I don't know about you. I live my life by Barney. I love you. You love me. Actually, I was a little too old for Barney when he came out. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yes, of course. Where else would it be? The Shade Room. Where else would it be? Where else would some bullshit like this be? The Shade Room. And I say we start with Columbus, Ohio. Yes. No, Columbus. No, you did it. Here we go. Ain't this something? Black folks, you feeling it? You feel that? That's Black history, y'all. Yes, look at that. Right there. Right there. Top it off. A Martin Luther King Jr. quote in the back window. Be the peace you wish to see in the world. Thank you, Dr. King. What else? Columbus, Ohio police. They say, introducing History One, our newest cruiser to celebrate the achievements of African Americans and recognize their roles in our history. Be on the lookout for History One in your neighborhood and community events during February. So, what does that mean? Does that mean these cars are only going to be out in February and the rest of the time are they going to be in a garage? Are they going to be locked away in a garage collecting dust until next February? Oh, look at the colors. Red, black, green, and yellow. Pan-African. Those are Pan-African colors. I thought we were in America. Silly me. Look at that license plate. Isn't that nice? History One. Why is it in a heart shape? Do you love Black History Month? What could be worse than this? What are you thinking to yourself? Nothing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Miami PD said, hold my car keys. I got something worse. Don't worry, I'll find it. Holy shit. Hold on, I think I might have passed it. They might have added other shit. Did you see that shit? Why the colors? Why the heart? Why the vehicle in the first place? Why? What are they going to do? What are they for? Is it going to help community outreach, lower the crime rate, make people feel better? I don't know. Miami, what do you have to say?
Of Black History Month, Miami police unveiling a brand.
Real quick. It's weird that there are 4 white people unveiling the Black History Month vehicle and then sitting there and acting like this is something good.
New Black History police car as the mayor and police chief join forces, all to remember and honor.
Look at this shit. This fucking police car should be in Jamaica somewhere. Irie, a rasclad, bomberclad boy. That shit should be in Jamaica somewhere. Or fucking Africa. What the fuck is this? Holy shit. Impressed by unimpressive shit.
History.
Doing this in beautiful collaboration to commemorate Black History Month, and the history
like you give a fuck about Black history
of African Americans in our police department and in our city.
Of Black History Month, Miami police unveiling a brand new Black History police car.
Wow, it gets worse. What? Who is that? Look at that. The Black Fist. Don't fists imply aggression, violence? This ain't 1968. This ain't the podium in Mexico City. Stop with the Black Fist. Stop. What the fuck is this? So are they going to hire more Black officers in February? What's the point? It looks to me like these officers are already on the force. What a waste of time. You think there's not a murderer they could be chasing down or a carjacking victim they could be taking a report from? Look at this shit. Look at this bullshit ass map of Africa right here. Don't you call us African Americans? America, that's where we are now. We have no connection to Africa. Maybe it's different because it's in Miami and they got all them Haitians and shit. And them Africans down there. Maybe it's different for them. But we ain't got no connection to Africa. We don't have one. We've been here for centuries. How many black folks that live here have been to Africa? I have. But that's because I was in the military. I didn't say, you know what, let me book a trip. Expedia, what's the going rate on a ticket to Africa? How many of these people think ever been there? The fuck is that shit? Why don't you have a map of America back there? Because that's where we are. Why a map of Africa? You think there's a damn thing in Africa with a map of America on it? All aboard on the USS Pander. What in the entire fuck is this? Why are people not insulted by this? And there might be people insulted by it, but there aren't enough. You know how I know there's not enough? Because they're still doing it. They were happy about this. One of these fools had butterflies in their stomach before they pulled the veil off of that shit. Wowzers. Hold on. One more thing. Oh, not like that. Because I think, let's see. Oh, shit. So it says Miami PD mocked for having these vehicles. And they should. But again, my point is not enough people are mocking this bullshit because it still happens. And these are police vehicles in violent ass cities. Columbus, Ohio, Miami, Florida. What is this shit? You want a Black History vehicle? Take them stupid ass Black Power fists off of there. Take that dumbass map of Africa off of there. Take them stupid ass Pan-African colors off of there. Why don't you have a Thomas Sowell vehicle? Why don't you have a Clarence Thomas vehicle? You know, successful Black folk. They probably have a Nicki Minaj or a Retardy B fucking vehicle. Man. So stupid ass. Yeah. I mean, as far as the content, thank you, but that is some stupid shit there. What? What is that shit? Oh my God. Henry S., the Panda Bears. That's right. They're out in full force. There's a gang of them. The Panda Bears are out. Wow. Wow, guys. That's something special. That's something you don't see every day. That is something you don't see every day. Black History Month vehicles. Brother says the car emissions smell like weed too. That is so stupid. Why you got the colors from another country on those vehicles in our country? Oh, Lord. Wow. LDS German Shepherd Boy, thank you again. He says, wasn't Barney a map? What does that mean? You guys got to catch me up on these acronyms. MOHAP, MAP. I'm not as cool as you guys think. I'm not. Is there one more? Did I miss one? Did I miss a super chat? I think so. I got a Hamilton up here. Let's see. Start from down here. I see you, super chat. There it is. Harry Chillhanger. Bam. Thank you for the Hamilton. I'm German and Irish, and I only see myself as only an American. Yeah. And I think most of us do. But for some reason, the ones that don't got the tallest soapbox and the loudest bullhorn, and that's all they hear. My goodness. Well, what a way to end it, huh? Man, we saw China spying on us. We heard A.O.C. preach. And then we got to see probably the dumbest thing we'll ever see in our lives. Police departments in shitty cities overrun by violence, wasting their time and effort on Black History Month vehicles. Okay. And if you weren't here to see it and I told you about it, you probably wouldn't believe me. Thank you, guys. Almost 3:00. We almost did 2 hours today. Great job. Kids are home from school, homework, that whole thing. But it's Friday. Maybe they don't have homework. I don't think my daughter's teacher gives homework on Friday. But like I said, she's doing her state report. I remember doing mine. My report was on Mississippi. But I remember my state report when I was in 5th grade. But it's hard to find. I mean, if you go back in the 70s, Georgia was made a state, I guess you could say, in 1730 something. So, you got it's becoming a state, all the wars and all that kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. But you get up to like after 1996, there ain't shit going on in Georgia. But we'll get through it. And she will get an A because that's what I got. LDS German Shepherd Boy, again, thank you. Minor attracted oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, those fucking weirdos. Talk about some people that need a wood chipper. Yeah, thank you for considering my possible demonetization for that. Yeah, man, those people like that, people in that group, and anyone who supports that group and doesn't see anything wrong with that group needs to go see Dr. Woodchipper. But thank you guys. Oscar Gonzalez, 24 hours of Jericho. I don't think you guys can handle that. I don't think I can handle that. Thank you very much. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.